right, so today's video, we're watching a Gold 2 DPS on PC. They're going to be playing Tracer and Mei. They say, this game started off with my team going hyperdive in the hopes of collapsing the enemy team. However, they proved resilient and forced the other DPS to swap. We eventually capped the point and carried the momentum through the rest of the round, although I felt like I wasn't actually doing much to help push the payload. Defense was another story. It felt like every action I took was being countered and like the enemy team was focusing me. When we got to overtime, our defense felt much the same, although I'm questioning if I'm actually assisted with our offense or if my team just took a 4v5 because I wasn't really involved. I recently managed to do a lot of climbing mainly with a friend, so I'm wondering if I actually belong in my rank. Was I carried through part of this game, or was I getting value that doesn't show on the scoreboard? Thank you for considering. I appreciate any advice. All right, sounds good. So basically, you want to see if you deserve to be in the rank because you climbed with your friend, and you want to see if you're actually helping your team. Let's find out. Blizzard World. It's so funny to me, and like how every rank plays this map so differently with playing close. Because like once you get past this choke, you just win the point. But like you can also full hold the choke, so I get it. It's cool seeing different strategies, you know? You just wait. This is fine, by the way, setting up in their back line. I like this, right? I like what you're doing. This is actually correct play. Because you're going to pull them back to the point. Right? This is actually not as bad as you think it is. The unfortunate part is the Junkrat just came behind and like the Echo was there, but you have the right idea. And this is going to be the most important part of the strategy. You do not need to get the tick. And I think this is where a lot of players go wrong in this type of strategy, is where you feel like you have to get the tick to get the value. The value is pulling them back from the choke. It's not getting the tick. If they give you the tick, that's awesome. If they don't, you've already done what you're supposed to do. It's to get them to fall back. Look what you did. You pulled back their Moira. At a certain point, you pulled back their Echo and you pulled back their Junkrat. That is more than enough. You tried to stay there an extra second because you wanted to duel the Echo and then also get a tick. All you need to do is get Echo to half HP, back away. If Echo over pushes you, you get a free kill. So, I don't want you to get out of the habit of that. Now you can help with the Zarya because you got a free pick prior. This is the correct play. Great job. I mean, straight up, I have nothing really... I thought that was great. Very well played.
The objective is mine.
Do I spectate people's gameplay for specific people you picked, or do you pick it random before you make a video? So I don't pick them personally. We have Crapco look through, find what's good for YouTube, what works, what doesn't. And we get about, I think Crap said recently, and I have to look at the number, we get like 50 submissions a day. So we get a lot of submissions. At least I think that's what he said, or he looks for that many codes a day. So a lot of it's, you know, about what you put in the story, what it's about, what, you know, where it can be helpful, etc. So, yeah. You're on the flank now. This is fine. You're on the right target. So far, so good. Doesn't have to be amazing either, by the way. I don't know. I'm not really noticing anything too, like... Keep in mind, I'm going to point out, this is a gold game. I think so far you're playing fine. Pulse bomb missed? We all do that. Okay, I miss my pulse bombs every time. If I hit a pulse bomb, I'm surprised. You know? So you hate watching your own gameplay sometimes? Your aim can feel so bad? I wouldn't worry about that. Like, your aim's going to come with time. Like, like, I'm watching your aim right now. I'm not looking at this going, oh, this is horrible. Like, you're in a gold game. Your aim seems efficient. I don't see an issue where I'm like, you're doing more damage to walls than anything else. Like, it feels like your aim is fine for gold. In my opinion. Right? I think sometimes people in chat will be like, oh, they're missing their shots. I'm like, it's a gold game. Like, people's aim in top 500 isn't even perfect. It happens. Everybody progresses their aim at different, you know what I mean? Like, it takes time. This is good. Your aim's fine, by the way. That right there is totally fine. That was good. Good sequence. Good job, following up. Spam your recall button. Just a little note there, when you get hacked, it's very likely they're going to go for you. So I'm in the mindset, unless you're going to blink backwards, which you did, like, blink all the way out, I would just recall that. You got to remember that when you're hacked, they also can see you, like, your wall hack, so, like, you become more of a target in that situation. So don't be afraid after, like, you can use your abilities just to recall it or just triple blink out. All right, here we go. You think you were hoping for Juno ult to save you? You have 175 HP, so... Actually, I'll kind of point that out. Oh, apparently you got the point, so that was the perfect time to pause that. I'll actually wait till the next round so I can explain it then. You said you were hoping for the Juno ult to save you. I think a lot of the problem people have with Juno Ultimate is they expect Juno ult to save them, and it really depends on the hero and what they're doing. So if you're a Tracer with 175 HP, it may not save you in the way that you think it would. Because, like, you can still get one-shot. Like, I can still one-shot you in a Zenyatta ultimate. Does that make sense? If you have no cooldowns, and hope that the Juno ult can save you. But if you're 175 HP Tracer, I can one-shot you essentially as casted. Well, I can throw a Hinder and one-shot you in a Juno ultimate if I want to. You know what I mean? Don't necessarily rely on the Juno ultimate if you have other cooldowns. The Juno ultimate is very good, by the way. There's no denying that. It is a great ultimate, but I do find sometimes players on the lower HP characters try to use that, and it's like a free kill. I get so many... Since I've been doing the DPS grind and winning a lot more, I get so many kills in the Juno ultimate because, like, a low HP character tries to, like, use it as, like, a survivability tool, and I just two-shot him. Did brush my hair? No. You wanna know why I don't have to brush my hair? Because I'll put on my headset, and then we'll fix everything. Watch this. All right, we're good. Good enough. All right, on to Mei now. No more Tracer. I just need a haircut at this point, too. I haven't had one since my wedding, believe it or not. It was 3.5 months ago? Actually, it was the week before my wedding, so definitely 3.5 months. Reaper top left. Team just chilling. So I do more spectating stuff at the end. No, I usually just make it part of the routine. I do at the beginning of my stream. I record a couple spectatings, and I do my treadmill warm-ups, and then we just play ranked all day. We play like 25 to 30 ranked games a day. It's been the schedule recently. People have been loving it, so pretty sweet. That's a rough one. I mean, you gave up the choke right away. If you're gonna play close, you need to like use the value of your Mei wall. I felt like you were a little bit too hesitant to do that. You were too worried about the Reaper. I think at a certain point, you need to worry more about what's in front of you than worry about the Reaper to your left. I know you want to get the Reaper, and I think it's good to, like, throw a couple pop shots at them, but, like, the Reaper distracted your team to the point where everybody fell back and you got rolled. So.
We have to stop the payload.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into, like, this availability for a haircut before Halloween or something. Good right clicks. There it is again. You see the Reaper getting space off of a situation where you shouldn't be worrying about the Reaper as much. Remember, you can ice block this. Perfect. Making sure. Wall. Mei wall. Mei wall's good. No. Okay. That's ambitious. Okay. No. Mei wall. Use that Mei wall. Like use that to get a free kill. Make it so that Sigma doesn't feel like they can just sit there and run in front of you. Don't just, like, you're just kind of, there you go. You finally used it. It's not amazing, but, I mean, like, there you go. See what it does? Look at their Mei. Look what their Mei did. See that? That's what I want you to do. That's what I wanted you to do. Nice block. Use your wall if you need to. This is a team fight. I'll tell you that much. Good kill? Okay. The idea of a live coaching is we watch somebody live, like whether they're like streaming it or doing it, and I give them kind of like feedback in real time, you know? I think that was the idea. So it could be any rank, like it could be a gold player and they're streaming their gold rank game and I give them like feedback on like what to do in real time. I like the idea of it, but is Mei better with high ground on the team? Yeah, maybe I should have commented on that. I want to see, like, I want to get people out of the habit of just defaulting on cart. I think sometimes there's that. Don't not Mei out. Do not Mei out. Okay. So I'm going to tell you why you don't Mei out that is because you already lost 3. There's no point to Mei out that. Even if you kill 3, I think you still lose the team fight because you have to remember that you also used your ice block, so your Mei ultimate won't be able to follow up. A lot of what you want to do pre-fight is, this is kind of called like the neutral of the game, where like nothing's really happening. You need to go and make them use cooldowns. Because like think about this, if you're playing the game, what is going to be better for you as a player? Shooting at them and making them use cooldowns that they'll have here, so they don't have them when they get here, or just let them run to the cart and do whatever they want. So you would go up here, you'd start spamming them, you maybe they're Mei ice blocks. Boom. They're Mei ice blocks, you're already feeling confident in using your Mei out a little bit more, right? You start spamming out the Moira. Moira uses Fade. Perfect. You start spamming the Kiriko. Kiriko's like, oh no, I just took a headshot from Mei. Now I need to Suzu. Do you see why it's important to go in the neutral part of the game where nothing's happening to go and try and pressure their team? Don't just AFK in the cart. Now, if they're running a Sombra or a Tracer and you're concerned about, you know, them going to the cart, you can justify that. It's like, okay, I'll hold cart. I'm not going to be able to help with poke damage. I get it, right? I have to do that sometimes as a tank because my teammates want to go and like shoot them and I have a Sombra I have to worry about in the back line just going on the cart. So I get that part of it, but I definitely want to see you go up on high ground, go up here and just shoot at them. You know, I've learned that every rank will play differently. Like the strength of high ground could be different too. So if you feel like your aim is just struggling from high ground and you can't find the value, it's okay to go like, you know, here and do some early poke damage. If they go this way, right? Shoot them from here, poke damage, go back this way. You see what I'm saying? So there's multiple ways, avenues and to do that. If for some reason you feel like your high ground aim isn't where it could be right now. Dude, I love how apparently people love my reaction to the Dorado stairs yesterday. Stairs! Oh, man. Obviously, you don't want to have to use Ice Block at that range, but is what it is. Good, by the way, that right there is an example of a good Mei wall. You blocked off their team, and it ended up getting a kill for your teammate. That was excellent. Good job. And now their Sigma is doing what you did, where they're ulting after a team fight is already done. There is a Sigma behind you, by the way. That Sigma didn't just disappear into the air. You lost both supports. Back up. Oh, the new tank was Scottish man? Here we go.
My position.
All right. I'm going to tell you why this was not the correct play in a second, but I'm going to let this team fight happen. You're gonna Mei ult this. You didn't have to Mei ult this. If you don't, you're pretty much it's over. Just Mei ult it. Do not save this. You have to use this soon. Yeah. Okay. So I do want to pause for 1 second on this one. So the reason why, remember, let's take a call back to about a minute ago when I said, hey, fall back. The reason why I wanted you to fall back is because you lost both your supports. Right? So when you stayed here, their teammates all spawned up closer, came back, started poking you out, and then everybody on your team felt obligated to come and help. You all spam your cooldowns out. Next thing you know, this is where you're at. That's why I wanted everybody to fall back, is because you lost both your supports. You all stayed there, and this is what resulted in that. Is this exact thing happening here, where your teammates never got like back on like track because they had to run back to try to help everybody as they were getting rolled this way. If you lose both your supports, back away. And just play it safe, even if you win the team fight. Now, obviously, there's going to be moments where like you're going to get a kill and the other team's going to feed, and I get that. But you can't bank on that, and that's what happened right there. And there you go. So remember, you won that team fight? After that, your teammates never got back in time, and you lost the team fight. All you needed to do was group up, and I think you could win the next one because you had enough ultimates to be able to bring that back. You see why it was so important?
Defend objective A.
Here we go. For it. Remember, you have Mei wall. I want you to find Mei wall value. Mei wall. Otto, thank you for the priest prize. Thank you. Appreciate it. Not using your Mei wall effectively. If you're going to play that close, get the value out of the Mei wall. Wall off the Sigma. Good wall. Good wall. Now the Kiriko's going to feel forced to go around the corner. They got you, but like, I like seeing that wall. I want to see that 40 seconds quicker. Junkie, thanks for the 100 bits. Thank you. Appreciate it. So they update the support spectated? No, I imagine they'll fix that with the patch next week, so. And still Stash, thank you for that 100 bits. Thank you. So yeah, if you've noticed, we haven't had a couple support VODs on YouTube the last like week is because they broke spectating to where when I spectate a support, I can't see the health bars of the enemy in front of them. Like I can't see like who they're healing for, how much. It's broken. Even when you watch OWCS right now, it's broken. So it's a little bit harder for me to like kind of give like good advice on like if I don't see what's going on. So if for some reason they don't fix it on Tuesday for the new season, I'll start spectating again on that side to see if I can maybe make it work, but yeah. Is Vine Golden Gun still broken? Yeah, but that will be fixed apparently on Tuesday also. Also, good hold there. I mean, I didn't really have too much to say on that hold. I felt like your teammates played that efficiently, played it smart. All right, see how your attack tracer is. Obviously, I felt like your tracer was pretty good. I think you were a little bit too... Oh, I mean, maybe I can do this probably sometimes when I'm playing DPS. I think you're being a bit too harsh on your DPS. I think you're not as bad as you think you are. I'll be honest with you. I think you're not as bad as you think you are.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Like, your aim is fairly solid. Like, you're in gold. You asked, oh, should I not be in this rank? I don't know. I think you should be in gold. Right? I mean, you could argue, oh, maybe, you know, should you be gold 5 maybe or gold 4 instead of gold 2? I mean, like, you could argue that, but, like, that's such, even that, like, is, you're definitely gold, I'd say. Yeah. I would definitely, you know, work on some of the things we mentioned, but I think you're in gold. Here we go. Here we go. Pretty much an easy first point. You didn't even have to do anything. And like, I think you mentioned, like, you felt like you did nothing there. You were there, right? You were there. Like, it wasn't like you needed the... Just because you don't do anything during a team fight doesn't mean that you're... Like, you just didn't have to do anything. Like, you've proven that when you need to do something, you can do it. You know? Sometimes you just have games where teammates pop off. Sometimes you have games where you go 70-10 and lose. And sometimes you have games where you go 10-10 and win. You know? Nice shot by their Cassidy behind a wall. Right there, you're pulling pressure from them. Was it perfect? No. Did the Cassidy get a good shot? Yeah, but you made him turn around. So... Yeah, that was all good. I don't even have to say anything here. I feel like you played this perfectly. You went for backline pressure on Tracer. Your aim was solid when you did have your moments. You had a little bit of a heck up on Mei. I think a lot of it's like when you were playing Mei. I think the number one issue that I personally saw was that you just straight up weren't using your abilities a lot. Like you were afraid to use Mei wall. You were afraid to play closer. Like get up in that Sigma's face. Put a shield. Hold left click on him. Make it annoying for them. Help your tank. Like things like that. I think if you do that, you'll be good. But I think some of it might be just because you mentioned like, oh, I feel like my aim's bad, or I feel like I'm not helping my team. I think let's try to get out of that mindset a little bit, because I think you're doing a good job. I just think you need to go and like play the way that like your skill set matches. Like your Tracer aim was good, which means that when I watched you on Mei, it was pretty good. So go up there, go up with your tank, go wall off the Sigma, go and be aggressive. You know, time out your cooldowns. Don't sit there and feel like you just have to like stand there and do nothing. Because I think that watching your Tracer, you were doing backline pressure. You had good blink management. You had good shots. Like, it's a gold game. The aim's not going to be perfect. Go be a playmaker. You are in gold, okay? And sometimes it's good to hear that. You had questions. You're like, am I in gold? I think you're in gold. I think you were perfectly fine in gold. And maybe some people will agree with that. Maybe some people will disagree. But what I saw, you're in gold. Now go and take that and go, okay, you know what? You're right. I am in gold. And I'm going to go keep getting better now. You're a gold player and you can get the plat now. You just got to go and use that skill set, be more proactive, be willing to make plays, because I've seen you do it. And understand that, once again, the stat sheet doesn't always showcase what you're doing. Many times on Tracer, I watched you go into their backline and you had them turning around. And sometimes it's as simple as that. Alleviating pressure. Even if it makes Cassidy not shoot your tank for 3 shots, that is more than enough. So I think you can absolutely climb. I think you absolutely got this, all right? If you like this video, make sure to the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubers if you haven't, leave a comment. All of that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That is where you do that. We also record these live on stream. You can see my Twitch chat below the webcam. We also stream on YouTube, so stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.